What is up, YouTube? What is going on? Chana D, your techno dad here. Oh my goodness. Happy day. Happy, what is it, Tuesday? I can't even remember. Oh my goodness. If you can hear me, let me know. I'm sure my setup is still normal. I'm about to take a victory lap. Tristan, my man. Hey, our thoughts were with you throughout the summit. I know it's been tough, man. I'm sorry for your loss. I appreciate you being here, man. You really don't need to, like, for real. Like, I totally understand. We totally understand. Samuel Gomez, thank you. Leland, hey, what's up? Youthman is in the house. Michael Stevens, Boltex, BL Swagger. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments here already. You guys been oh, Tristan, you were here first. Oh man. I told you so t-shirt. Oh, I see what you're saying at the victory lap. I get it now. Sorry, I had a graveyard shift last night. I woke up like an hour and a half ago, so still a little groggy. So let me check out some of these comments here and say what's up to everybody. FZM Racer says the Yamaha V6A says it does 4K 120 AB, which is both compressed and uncompressed. That's interesting. They were supposed to send me one in September, so I don't know. It still hasn't showed up. Where is my cricket sound? Is that it? There it is. No. Yeah, I still haven't got any word from them as well. I have a question about Atmos, actually about Atmos and the RX V663 enabling present speakers. I was playing with the new external audio interface for my laptop. It has 8-channel capability. Attached to Yamaha receiver, activated present speaker feature that may simulate some of the Atmos experience, I think. Huh. Hey, Daniel Slack, why don't you go ahead and email me? I'll drop it in the comments here. Email me, technodad55@gmail.com. That's not anything I can get into right now. Right now, we're going to be talking about the HDMI 2.1 debacle as it continues. First and foremost, I do want to thank everybody that was at the Hi-Fi Summit. You guys rocked. That show isn't what it is without you. Of course, the VIP room is where everything got a little crazy toward the end there. And something that is cool, I cannot see this? Oh, I have to adjust my window. Here we go. So Joe hit me up. He told me to bring my Oculus over to work with me last night. I went to work at 11 p.m. And Kanga's in here. Daryl's in here. What's up, everybody? Richard, Malcolm, John F., Adam James, Anirdu Chandrasekhar. What's up? They just pulled my money back on SR 8015. Yeah, we're going to get into that in just a second. So check this out. Joe and we had a little celebration in Macau. We were in the VR blackjack table. There's me on the right, and then Joe, as you can tell right there. I got to tell you guys, like, this is pretty sweet. Like, I want to get, oh, what is this background? I got to change this background. There. Okay. Much better. Okay. So basically, yeah, this is in VR. If you guys don't have an Oculus or an Oculus 2, I say get one. Like, we were hanging out, talking, laughing. He had pulled out a rubber ducky. I randomly found this Polaroid camera thing. It was pretty cool. So yeah, suffice to say, I went ahead and ordered an Oculus 2 this morning before I went to sleep. So yeah, so much for my spending freeze. New York is in the house. If you drunk on Monday, does it count as Friday? RGA, that's hilarious, man. Let me try to get some of these comments up on screen here. Okay. So this situation with the HDMI 2.1 that happened on oh yeah, and by the way, if you do get an Oculus, add me up as a friend. Technodad it's just that, Technodad. There's no numbers. And I think the coolest part was Joe and I went to go see a comedy show. Like, what? This is all free stuff. It's crazy. Crazy. Vlad's got a AVR 2019 model. Hi-Fi Summit was fantastic. Youth Man is in the house. The Youth Man is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, the Youth Man is in the house. I don't know why. Sorry. Quick question. Are you from India, buddy? You have an Indian name? Yes, I'm actually from Sri Lanka. I was born in Sri Lanka, and my family moved to the United States when I was 3. Had they waited a few more years, I could have a little bit more of an accent, but that's as far as it goes. What's up, Rich? Two handsome young men, Tristan says. Oh, thanks. Is it worth buying a 4K HDR monitor to play with the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5? The 4K HDR monitor, if you really want 4K 120, you will still need HDMI 2.1, and those monitors are not coming out until December, January, February-ish time period. So you have to keep an eye on that. I actually made a video about that. It says like 4K TV or monitor. I did a live stream last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't know. Anyway, yes, Michael, the Hibiki is getting low. You're gonna pass out soon. Okay, I don't know what's up with this little upload background thing. Okay. Oh, Puerto Rico in the house. What's up, Juan? Okay. So you guys know what happened. It was Friday when I think the Forbes article came out. That's how I saw it, but it was the German website that found out that the Xbox Series X sending out 4K 120 went straight to the TV monitor, totally fine. Then they put in an AV receiver in between, and they got the black screen. Is it the black screen of death? Can we call it that? I don't know. Anyway, bottom line is there's an issue. So the chipset, the HDMI 2.1 chipset from Panasonic, is it Panasonic Solutions? Because it's not just Panasonic. It's a different company, even though it has the name Panasonic. You got it, Leland. Whatever you want, man. Just shoot me an email, technodad55@gmail.com. So basically what ends up happening is that you get a black screen when you're going through the AVR. So we cannot pass Daniel said he's now hungry. He wants some lamb biryani. Oh man, hilarious. Yep. Adam, that's really the way it goes. I've been saying this for a while now. Like, that is the way to go. That's a great question, Harry Potter. Let me try to yes, black screen of sadness, RGA. Let me try to get through this and try to answer more of your questions. So basically, it can't pass 4K 120. It can't pass 8K 60 or 8K 30. No, it's 8K 60, right? And so when I set up this live stream, it was mainly to kind of, well, wasn't necessarily a victory lap, Tristan, but I've been saying this for months. Don't jump on to brand new technology until it's, until they figure it out, until they know what bugs are there and what bugs aren't. FOMO, Stop the FOMO, had a great video that goes into detail and depth about the situation. And, I've linked that down in the description. If you guys want to check that out after this video. But yes, check it out because he goes into detail with it. And I was really wondering, what is Sound United? That is the parent company to Denon Marantz. What are they going to do? Now, there is an article. Oh, man, I think I clicked off of it. Let me grab that article. I also linked the article for Tom's Hardware in the description if you guys want to read it on your own. I am about to pull it up on Tom's Guide, not Tom's Hardware. Tom's Guide, my bad. So according to this article here, Tom's Guide article, it says somewhere down here, thankfully, the PS5 doesn't seem to be affected by this bug. So, that's good for the PS5 pre-order or PS5 owners like Mr. Michael Stevens, the Youth Man. So yeah, that is a good sign. So there's something with just the Xbox. Not sure. Not sure. Everything is still kind of up in the air when we've got technology that's still brand new. And really, there just is no way to test this stuff without, to test this stuff without the actual consoles in hand. And I'm sure you guys know the PlayStation 5 embargo was lifted. We've got my boy Brian Tong with the PS5 unboxing video. You've got MKBHD, iJustine. All those videos are out. Charles Stout asks, what do you think about Monoprice cables? They make some good quality cables. I had some trouble with their like XLRs back in the day. They like failed after like 3 years, but I used them for live events, so they were like put through the ringer. But I hear they're fantastic cables, especially their certified HDMI cables. Those are the real deal. Yeah, we should grab the older AVRs. Okay, so let's get into so basically PS5, you may not be affected, may not, but we still don't know because we just don't have all of the information. Now Sound United did give out a like a workaround, which is basically what I said in my eARC video from months and months ago. You plug in your console to the TV and then you eARC the audio to an older receiver. And of course, nothing's wrong. Nothing per se is wrong with these AV receivers, right? The Denon X6700H, fantastic receiver. Marantz SR7015, which I have upstairs, fantastic receiver. There's just this one thing that is just not working, and it is this one thing that we all wanted to have. And being on the bleeding edge of technology, these things happen and it sucks. I spoke to Sound United about an hour ago, and they want to assure everybody that everyone working at Sound United is working on this. So they have a plan. Well, sorry, they don't have a plan. They are formulating a plan, whether that's giving refunds, whether that's sending you guys out a new unit if and when that time comes. They have been adamant about taking care of you, their customers. So if you have a Denon, if you have a new Marantz, don't worry, they are going to take care of you. Now, of course, the timing and the time frame is what is, what's going to be up in the air. They don't know exactly. Now, I know in FOMO's video, they said the new chipset will be ready mid to late 2021. So we could be looking at 1 year after the fact. So that is not an official, statement from Sound United. That's just kind of what we're thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what other people are thinking. In about a year, they might get this sorted out. But again, they still have to implement the chip and they have to test it. So yeah, maybe end of 2021, maybe 2022. But all in all, it sucks. In the VIP room at the Hi-Fi Summit, Fred was like, "Oh yeah, I just got the SR, 8015, which is like I think $3,200, and one of the biggest features. It's not working, and it's a bummer. It is a bummer. It sucks. Everybody knows it. Sound United knows it. All you guys know it. I know it. But this is just kind of what happens. This is kind of just what happens. So until everything's fleshed out, we won't know, right? And now that the consoles are 2 weeks out, we'll actually have a 4K 120 HDR source, so that we can start testing, and things will get better. It's going to get better, and Sound United wants you to know that they're going to do something to alleviate stress, I guess. Put your mind at ease. Now, however, one very important thing, that they did mention is that if you are a Denon or Marantz 2020 AVR owner, you need to do this. You need to register. You need to register the AVR. So product registration. You need to do that so they can contact you via email with their fix, with their replacement, with whatever like solution they come up with, refund, whatever the situation is. We don't know yet. They don't know yet. Whatever that situation is, you need to register the product so that they can contact you directly. Okay. So that is very important. That is what the Sound United rep told me to tell you guys, that is huge. Okay. They sent me an FAQ, which is the most updated information. Which is, whoa, BL Swagger. Thank you for the super chat. Totally appreciate it. And man, $40. Thank you. Thank you so much. I totally appreciate it. That's awesome. So again, they sent out a new FAQ. Let me do a screen share so you guys can see. Where is it? Is it this one? No. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is it. So this is the brand new information. Is there an issue when passing 4K HDR? Yes. So this is the situation, right? So let's go. We already know the answer to that one. Let's go down to question 2. I do not own a 4K 120 compatible gaming console, but I have other non-4K 120 gaming consoles, media players, 4K Blu-ray players, set-top box, CD player, and want to have them all connected to my AVR and use those devices daily. I also want to use eARC functionality as well to enjoy TV apps running through the AVR. In my use case or setup is also affected by this. The answer to that is no. Okay. What can you do to enjoy 4K 120 HDR gaming experience? We already covered this. Plug it into the TV, eARC or ARC your audio down to the AVR. Question 4 is interesting. What if you rather have higher bit depth instead of 120 hertz refresh rate for my 4K gaming experience? Stay with 60 hertz refresh rate on your gaming console setup menu so that you can select up to 12-bit for bit depth. Connect your gaming console through the AVR's 8K input and enable 8K enhanced for 4K 8K signal format on your AVR setup menu. Some new information for you guys. Do I get a picture when I connect my new gaming console out of the box through my AVR to TV? Yes, the issue will not be observed unless you configure the gaming console and AVR setup menu to support 4K 120. And will the issue be resolved in the future? We apologize for this inconvenience, and we are working diligently to release a permanent solution so you can enjoy the 4K 120 experience using the latest sources with your AVR. We will have an update soon regarding the timeline of a permanent solution. We appreciate your patience. Here it is right here. If you already own one of our AVRs or are planning on buying one, please register your AVR so that we can reach out to you when the solution is available. So that is the most important part here, guys. If you have one of these, you need to register the product with the Denon or Marantz website so they can contact you when the solution has been created. Leland said, so I guess the new mega receiver that costs $5,500 has a bug as well. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Somebody unboxed the PS5 today, looked at the HDMI and said it was high-speed one. Is that even capable of pass through the supposed specs of the PS5? I mean, you know, honestly, the HDMI port looks exactly the same. So I don't know if I don't know if you could really tell unless it's labeled. But ultra high speed is HDMI 2.1. So you need an ultra high speed HDMI 2.1 cable. I believe I have a link to this, to some recommended ones down in the description there. Yeah, you know. Wait, what? No HDMI 2.1 for Denon X30? Yeah. I mean, it's there, Charles, but no 4K 120 pass through. Now, of course, You also have to have, so this bug occurred because everything was 4K 120, right? The cables used were 4K 120, the console and the TV. So that was one of the things that was important. I guess they couldn't get that to, that bug repeated over there. Without the 4K 120. We just have to be satisfied with what we have now. I enjoy my equipment. If something breaks, I'll buy something new as long as we stay coronavirus free. Good vibes. Yeah. NAD T77H HDMI 2.0 is a must for now with MDC technology. Upgrade to the new 2.1 video card when it becomes available. Yeah. And there is there is something. Michael Burton just got the X6700H via exchange. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I wonder what chip the Yamaha is using. Says it does 4K 120AB, which is both compressed and uncompressed. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what Yamaha is doing. I heard they all got the same chipset. Rumor going around that Pioneer, Sony also picked up the same chips. So it's just a waiting game, guys. It's a waiting game. I would advise, since it's going to take another year, maybe year and a half for this thing to, get sorted out with the AVRs. If you really are stuck and need to get an AVR, maybe go with last year's, right? Get a little bit of a discount. That would be the SR, 6014, 5014, or you can get the SR 7013. Denon wise, X3600H, X 4500H, X6500H. Those are options as well. Yeah, they do. They should have a lot of money. Someone who has TV on wall eARC can't work. Why is that? You just, I would imagine you just, oh, I see, because you got to put all the cables up the wall again. That is kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why they told people to watch it and keep the eyes on ones not pushing on the front line. Yep. Oh, I know, Kanga. Anthem's not using HDMI 2.1. This just stinks for everyone. Yes, this is true. This is what Paul told me on the phone. It sucks for everyone. So they want to make sure that they take care of the customers, and that's what Sound United wants to do. Okay. They want you guys to be assured that it's going to be cool. Like, you guys are going to be good. Once they figure it out, they'll let you know. Again, biggest thing that you can do to help yourself in this situation is to register the product on that company's website, whether it's Denon or Marantz. 8K is just way too soon. Yeah, totally agreed. Totally agreed. There's no way to deliver it. Yep, bandwidth limited. Exactly. Unless they're trying to do the new compression H.266, which is supposed to make the file sizes even smaller. So they potentially could stream 8K via H.266. But with all of these little things advancing, something is bound to break. Something is bound to break, or just not work. FOMO said it best: you don't know what you don't know. Right? Perfect example was the rollout to Disney Plus. I have a bunch of streaming. I've got a Sony TV, an LG TV. At the time, Samsung TV. No, that's still here. Amazon Fire Stick 4K, the Apple TV 4K, the Roku Ultra, Xbox Series X, right? Not Series X, Xbox One X. So all those, you have Disney Plus, way more platforms than that. They release it, and what happens? There's only Atmos on 2 of those devices. So it's one of those things where, like, oh, we got it, but I bought the wrong streaming device, so I don't get Atmos on Disney Plus because they haven't implemented that yet. So there's a bunch of growing pains. I talk about this all the time. 4K TVs in 2020, and they're kind of a skip, honestly, unless you're getting a C10 OLED. It's tough to even recommend Sony's option because there's so many updates that are happening that are causing mess ups in eARC, and they don't have VRR and ALLM situated yet. So I tell you guys, it's a tough one. Right now is a tough one. Let's just call 2020 just a tough year. Okay, it's just a tough year. Okay, that's all I can say. Let's see. HDR also needs bandwidth. Yes, Kanga, that is correct. 24-bit 11 plus channels. Yep, they do. I bought the Denon X4700 2 weeks ago and prepped for the new consoles, but an update in sound and build is my previous 4300. Yeah, but can confirm 2.1 is a hot mess for my Xbox in 1440p and 120. Oh man. Oh, going to a C9 OLED. Yeah. Yeah. Tech O Tuesday. Thank you for sharing, buddy. I'd rather wait and see and be proven than jump the line a bit earlier. Exactly. Wow, there's so many comments coming in. You guys are awesome. Just bear with me. Should be dual outputs. Yeah, Kanga, that is a great suggestion. They should have two outputs. They put it on 4K. Like I thought Microsoft was stupid for putting an HDMI out and then an HDMI in on the Xbox One. Like, who the are these people thinking they're gonna like? I get the reasoning. They could put their cable box, plug that in if they're low on HDMI inputs and stuff. But like, they should just put an HDMI out for audio. Just put an HDMI out for audio. That solves all the issues. That's what 4K Blu-ray players have been doing for years, even though they really just don't exist a whole lot. But yes, Kanga, I totally agree. They should do that. My receiver just took a dump last night thinking of buying the 3600 instead of the 3700 because they went on sale. Yes. Honestly, it's only a $100 price difference from what I see on or saw on Amazon. Let's see, Denon X 3600H, 1600H, 2600H. Oh no, it is down in price, ladies and gentlemen. Down in price. Price drop. Denon X 3600H is down to $799 in stock. Look at that. You can get one by Tuesday, guys. Yeah, I would go with that. Let me oops. Let me see. So yeah, 1984. If you really wanted to, now with the price being lower, because the last time I saw it was still like 1,000 or 1,100 for the X 3600H, but so like the price was pretty much negligible. So here you go, guys. I am dropping a link down in the chat here for the Denon X 3600H if you guys still want to buy it at the discounted price of $799. That's a great price. So definitely look into that. Michael Burton, I'm not a happy camper. I hope I'm taken care of since I did exchange and put out cash on top of this. Oh, damn, Mike. I feel for you. On that one. So if you're just joining us, I see the numbers. We got 227 people in here. Wow, that's so crazy. Sound United has put out a statement, and they have new FAQs, new information that they will take care of their customers, whether it's through a new unit, whether it's, you return your unit and they put in a new HDMI board, or they give you a refund. They are going to take care of you. So you can put your mind at ease. It sucks. The situation sucks for everyone. that's really just kind of where we're at. So it sucks, and they're trying to fix it. The main thing is, if you bought one or you're planning to buy one, either Denon or Marantz, make sure you go and register the product on the website so that the company can contact you directly when they find or figure out a solution. Okay, so make sure you do that, Michael Burton. Make sure you go do that. Okay, and everybody else, I know Fred. Possibly all the other companies that aren't using the chip and didn't want to go to HDMI 2.1 are probably laughing. Richard, what's up? He says, thank you for the info. I am not a gamer, more of a person who wants the best picture my money can buy, as well as a very good receiver for excellent sound. Yeah, Richard, nothing for the sound on these new receivers. Nothing's wrong with them except for this just one thing. So that's kind of like the tough part. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially if you're spending like thousands of dollars on an AV receiver. You just want it all to work, right? You just want it all to work, and it majority of it works. Just the one thing doesn't. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I bet Anthem is no, totally. Oh yeah. The Emotiva is not built like a tank. Oh, did I go up in the comments here? I wonder why Sound United stock did the last couple days. Who knows? I don't even follow the stock market, so I couldn't really say. You guys are awesome. So yeah, can a ultra high speed HDMI 2.1 cable isn't really accurate? Well, I mean, that's what they label it. So, I don't know. We'll see. As long as it's 48 gigabits per second, like, capable, 4K, or sorry, like 8K. I think what the spec for HDMI 2.1 is up to 10K 30, right? They'll do 8K 60, 4K 120, and 10K 30. So as long as it can do all of that with the HDR 444, it should be an HDMI 2.1 cable, right? Weird that they don't ship the ultra high speed HDMI cables with the PS. What? Or this guy was wrong calling it a high speed. What? Really? That's, I got to edit myself. That's up. My goodness. Really? That's just stupid. Hey, Spare Chains is in the house. What's up, Shane? How are you? Does this apply for Yamaha receivers too? I recently bought the RX V6A. Thank you. It's tough to say. We need again, Yamaha was supposed to send me one. Not that I know, like, I don't have a console, so I wouldn't be able to tell until the consoles are released. I don't think there are any certified 2.1 cables on the market yet. I have one that I think somebody else tested online, the Zeskit. Zskit, I think. Sound United will take care of it when a solution is available. Yeah, Tristan. I know. The V6A should be fine. Again, we don't know. We're still just speculating here, and that's where like this whole thing is just messed up. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're almost at 2021, Michael. We're almost there. And that's weird. I guess I'm not DJing a New Year's Eve party. Just by the LG CX connected to my Xbox One X, for example, in Modern Warfare, sometimes it gets laggy. If I put the game to 1440 120, more laggy. Oh, really? First I've heard of that. But again, they are having issues with the new video cards. What, the 3080 or the 3090? Get an SR 7013 for the price of the SR 6015 or cheaper. That is true, Samuel. That is definitely true. The PS5 and Series X will have low latency Dolby Vision. Is that Dolby Vision Profile 5? I'm not sure what you mean by low latency. My community can turn the Christmas lights on today, and we are ready to finish the year. Yeah, totally. Just enjoy 4K 60 if you're on the new console. Exactly. It's going to be a huge upgrade regardless. 4K 120 on PS5, Xbox is overblown. The vast majority of games will be lucky if they run at 4K 60. Exactly. I said this long ago, 3 months ago in my video about not buying a TV. That's the same situation. Just 4K 60 is going to look hot. I saw some Modern Warfare gameplay on 4K 60. I forgot what website it was. Let me see. And that looked hot. It looked hot. It looked sexy. Oh. COD 4K 120. I think where is it? No. Oh no, it's 4K 60. 4K 60 and Xbox Series X. This looks sexy. Where is it? Is it this one? BSD Gaming? No. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one. Here. I'll share my screen so you guys can see the thumbnail here. I'll link it in the chat here. Here, it's this one right here. Where's the thumbnail? This one right here, where the guys are like up here against the door, ready to like blast in. This video, this is sexy. You guys want to see what 4K 60 can do? This thing is sexy. I don't want to get hit with copyright, so let's pause that and share this with you guys because this is awesome. If you haven't seen it already, 4K 60. And this is on the Xbox Series X. So check that out. That looks sexy. I mean, bottom line is, you know, I always knew that, you know, 4K 120, native 4K 120 with ray tracing, that's just not going to happen. Do you know if Hulu does Atmos? Hulu does not do Atmos. For sure, it does not. We love you too, Kanga. Take it easy, buddy. Where am I in the chat here? Buy a Trinov and be done with it. Hey, not everybody has $16,000, Shane. Nobody has that kind of spare change. Wow. Spare change. You're hilarious. eARC is best bet as workaround. Yep. Solution, in my case, bypassing my 4700H and going directly to the C9 OLED. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I have the E9 OLED, so that's what I'll be doing. Plain and simple. I will be testing other TVs as well, though, connecting it to the, you know, what is it? The TCL R635, which I'm still reviewing. I have the Hisense H9G. I still have to open it. But yeah, just trying to catch up on videos because the Hi-Fi Summit, you know, was the last 5 days. Damn, I'm planning on getting an LG CX, but since it doesn't do DTS on eARC, it's either 4K 120 with no DTS or 4K 60 through the receiver with DTS. Is there a lot of content on DTS that you're using through the Xbox? I guess that's the biggest question. And you know what sucks? I don't know why. Clearly, LG wants us to buy a new TV. So C9 owners or 2019 LG OLED owners have DTS decoding through ARC, right? Or just through the TV itself. Full bandwidth HDMI 2.1 ports. G-Sync, but the CX adds FreeSync Pro, which they could easily add to the 2019 models, but they won't. Right? Am I right? Just complete. Like, why do you want to do that? Like, come on, LG. I know at the end of the day you need to make money, but come on. You want to alienate all your 2019 OLED owners? Just give us the... Whoops. I messed up that editing. Give us the FreeSync. Come on. Do you find NAD to be reliable? I haven't owned an NAD. Spare Change is in here. Ask Spare Change. He's had a few NAD. Okay. Does HDCP 2.3 chip will be compatible with older devices? I would imagine a lot of the HDCP is usually backwards compatible. Usually, I mean, again, we don't know. We really don't know until we try it. You don't know what you don't know, right? Thanks, FOMO. I've been saying that. I've been saying that shit the whole time now. Will 144 hertz monitor run 1080p 120 on new gen consoles? That's a great question. I don't know. Don't know. They might still need HDMI 2.1 ports on the monitor. My Denon X4500H 85-inch Sony 9. Will that eARC work? I don't know. Some people have been saying it hasn't. It hasn't been working. So there was a new update and it said that it just hasn't been working. So I would try it. I don't have a 900H just yet. I was waiting for the new console to come in to get that TV. So it's just I mean, try it. I have a guide on the X950G on how to set up Dolby Atmos. So if you search Technodad Sony X950G, you should be able to find it. I have a 4700H, want to get the N8778, but was told by the place I purchased it from that they are unreliable and have compatibility issues. I can't speak to that as I haven't had it. HDR how-to videos. I'm not sure what that means, Juan Cortez. But yeah, I'm waiting to get one in to review, and that is the issue. Like if you go with the Denon and Marantz, you get that like reliability, you get that solid, it's going to work. Well, except for this HDMI 2.1 thing, but that's a different story. But like the room correction is Odyssey, it's good, but you know, when you move up to like, you know, Anthem room correction in the Anthem AVRs or Dirac in the NAD stuff, then you get to this whole nother level. So that's kind of like the trade-off. Like, you know, some of these, you know, pre-pros and AVRs, the higher end ones, can be a little temperamental, shall we say. So it's one of those things. I need to drink some water. Oh, look at Samuel. He's getting 90 frames per second with ray tracing on Modern Warfare using the RTX 3090 and an LG CX. And that is not a cheap card. Like if you think about these consoles being $500, like that video card is more expensive than the console. And if he's getting that kind of performance out of he's getting this kind of performance here from something much more expensive. You're trying to come in here with this console and trying to get this kind of performance for this kind of price. Something's got to give. Yeah, once you play with it, it's fantastic. I have a 10-year-old Klipsch flagship speakers and sounds awesome, plus PS audio line conditioner. And they're, oh yeah, I have no idea what's happening here, but cool. Here's the deal, guys. I have the RTX 3090 FE connected to my CX 48-inch, and it's working great with my ZestKit HDMI. That's the HDMI that I recommend. 4K 120 HDR full RGB. However, cannot find a 30-foot HDMI that works to connect my 77-inch OLED. Wow. Yeah. Again, you're just gonna have to wait and see. Just gonna have to wait and see. Can you recommend a reputable brand of HDMI 2.1 about 8-foot? All right, let me go to my I have a link for those. Let me just search it here. HDMI 2.1 cables. Let me just double check on this list here. I only have 3. What is this, 1.5 foot? Oh, they have multiple lengths on this. They have a 12-foot one, a 9-foot one, and a 15-foot one. All right, so that is the one I've used is this ZestKit one. They have a 10-foot and a 16-foot. Yeah, I mean they're averagely priced $20, something like that. But let me drop it here. Nice, totally spelled recommended without 2 M's. So here we go. I dropped it in the chat for those of you that are looking for HDMI 2.1 cables. Check that out. That link has got 3 options for you. I've used the first and second one. Yes, I've used both the first and second one, and they have multiple sizes. So I like the middle option, the Zest Kit one. So yeah, and the one that somebody just mentioned here with the 77-inch OLED, something like that. I think Shane from Spare Change says that the NAD T778 poops on the Denon. So there you go. Consoles are not fully pushing ray tracing with 120 at 4K. Just not going to happen. I know. Do you know how many people like are just like, oh my god, this thing is happening. This thing is happening. You know, try not to jump on the hype train, guys. I love being on the. Trust me, I love buying stuff. Okay, I love buying. Okay? That's what I do. I like something. I see it. I just buy that. You know, that's just the way I am. I love buying stuff. So, you know, I'm just saying, wait to buy it. Wait to buy it. I know it's a little tough. You know, you're like, I want that new tech in the vein. Let's just give it to me. But it's tough. It's tough, especially in this kind of a situation. Yeah. Yeah, we've got 16-foot HDMI 2.1. Sometimes a pigtail can boost the signal of the long HDMI, which isn't connecting. I did 25 feet that way. Pigtail was just a splitter. Something in the incline chip boosts the signal. Interesting. That is a great question. Somebody asked whatever happened to HDR10 Plus being the cheap standard. I don't know. All these new AVRs are supporting HDR10 Plus pass through. So, yes, Caesar, you have to protect your hard-earned money. Then an easy question. The HDMI function does not work on the Yamaha RX663. Can a layman with some solder experience replace it, or do I get the parts? That I have no idea. I would maybe try eBay or some sort of like forum. Oh, could I upgrade the part to a new HDMI standard? I don't think so. I don't think so. You would have to replace the entire board, in which case you would have to like make sure each board is similar to like the plugs. I don't know. That I don't know. That sounds like it would work, but I don't know about that. Let's see. Yeah, so again, for those of you that are just joining us, the Denons and the Marantz, the parent company Sound United has put out a statement, and they want to take care of all you guys. That's not in the statement. That's just what they told me. They want to take care of you guys. They don't know when that's going to happen, and that is the unfortunate thing. They are all working hard on a solution. But again, the most important thing is to register the product with the website, either the Denon website or the Marantz website, so that they can contact you individually. They can contact you when they have sorry, Andrew Edwards texting me. You know what? So Andrew Edwards, good buddy of mine, awesome YouTube channel, and you know, great tech lover. He was like, he texted me the other day. He's like, I can't find the HDMI 2.1 port on this Samsung Q900. And it was their 2019 8K model. I think he's got like a massive one, like a 70 or an 80-inch one. And I'm like, oh yeah, they didn't bother to do that. I tell you, man, these companies are just yeah. These companies are sometimes it's like they're not thinking like exactly what's happening. And in 2019, Samsung's 8K TVs have an HDMI 2.1 input. They just don't label it, and they don't tell you in the instructions, and it's not found anywhere online. I mean, you kind of have to laugh at like the I mean, I don't want to call it stupidity or incompetence. Just I think maybe it's just a lack of thought. The like, well, we got one HDMI 2.1 port on this thing. Should we label it? I don't know. Let's just keep them guessing. Yeah. Right. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, what kind of conversation is that? Hey, let's put a HDMI 2.1 port on this TV. Cool. All right, let's do it. Done. Which port was it? Oh man, I don't know. I thought you were keeping track. No, man, I thought you were. Is it HDMI 1, 2, 3, or 4? I don't know. What kind of conversation are they having? Oh man, yeah, right. So yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Andrew Edwards is we've been going back and forth the last few days, especially with this HDMI 2.1 situation. So yeah, it's a debacle. This is definitely a debacle. This is definitely a up. And it is sad. It is sad. Buy once, cry 11 times while the company figures its stuff out. Yes, RGA. Oh man, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. We're getting close to an hour, and I'm sure you've heard me rambling enough. I appreciate everybody here, all the 229 of you. I think it's fantastic. I haven't seen a number get that high in a long, long time. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to keep coming up with more content, more TV reviews. And like I said, I had to. Oh, nice, Mike. Nice. Mine says 236. Whatever. You have the 7706 coming tomorrow. Well, it's up to you if you want to return it or if you want to keep it and wait. Again, the AVR, the sound is going to be good. Everything is going to be good except for the one thing, which is the 4K120. So it's up to you if you want to keep it. If you do keep the Denon or Marantz 2020 AVR, make sure you register the product on the company website so they can contact you directly when they have a solution ready to go. Okay. You're very welcome, Richard. Yeah, tidbit. Yamaha hadn't had HDMI board issues. So yeah, I would definitely, if you have one of those, definitely register. Oh, no problem, Daniel. Yeah, there's a great community. Even if you ask questions in the chat or even comments on a video, people usually answer. I try to answer as many as possible. It's just getting to the point where it's getting a bit overwhelming, especially since we had the Hi-Fi Summit. So I didn't even reply to any comments for like 5 days. So I'm trying to do that now. I have work tonight at 11 p.m. all the way till 7 in the morning. So I will again be responding to comments and messages and trying to play catch up. And along with, of course, plan out some more videos for you guys. As I said months and months ago, this HDMI 2.1 thing needs to be fleshed out, and to hold on to your money if you can. I know sometimes TVs break. My thoughts are with Ike right now, who just messaged me on Patreon. So I got to hit him up, see if we can get him a TV because his just broke. Anyway, yeah. So again, be careful out there, guys. If your TV broke and you need to buy a TV, you need to buy a TV this year. Be careful. Make sure it has everything you want. I hate the fact that companies want to rely on firmware updates to add features. I loved it back in the day when I bought the TV. It had all the features that it stated and it was advertised, and it was there. It was there. It might have had a big sticker on it that said my first Sony or something like that, but it was there. I kind of miss those days. firmware updates, yeah, are cool to fix bugs, but at the same time, trying to add big features with firmware updates can cause a lot of problems. So on that note, I always say, make sure you turn your auto updates to off and wait to hear what happens. So like people are like, oh, there's a new update on my LG TV. 2 days later, oh, this update sucks ass. So yeah, I haven't updated my E9 yet, because they had an update and then it messed up something else. So I'm just gonna wait. Best strategy in 2020 is just to wait. Yes, Trinitron, Sony Trinitron, exactly. Roar of the Tiger. That's exactly what I was talking about. 27-inch Sony Trinitron. That's what I had. Loved that thing, and it was solid. It was rock solid, and it did what it was advertised it would do, and it did it. That's it. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Again, Sound United wants to take care of you guys, so you can rest easy. Solution is coming. Register the product with the manufacturer. All right. That's all I got for you guys. All right. And I love you guys for hanging out and chatting and answering other people's questions in the chat. Daniel Slack, go ahead and email me. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace. Damn buttons all over the place.